live now. I was trying to set the phone up. Come on. There we go. We got the phone popped up so I could be live with you guys while I do my research, I guess. I'm looking at these 8.8 swap kits, but after doing the math on what a decent 8.8 would cost in the used market, plus the 8.8 swap kit and all the parts, associated parts, to make it work, be better off just buying a 9-inch. Damn. That's a good ass week. And I figured, or a month. Yeah. Facebook Messenger isn't working on the computer right now anyway. I don't know what's going on. Tacos, what's up, Tyler? I figured I haven't been I haven't been live in a while, so I figured I'd come kick with you guys. What's up from Michigan? How you doing, Travis? I'm doing good, man. I mean, as good as I can be at the moment, I guess. What I'm really focusing on is, it just kind of hit me today. I was talking with Brandon earlier, and I was like, shit, we need to really pump it up for sick week. So I need to start figuring out what it is we've got to do between now and the time we leave for sick week, and formulating that plot and plan, making it happen, getting that stuff right. So I've been watching from Ohio, from Wasilla, Alaska. Sure love the Regal. The legal Regal. No, it's barely legal. Barely. We barely got it done. What's up, T-Bone? I see you guys. What's up? What's up? So I'm just trying to think, and because I've got so much going on with just work and life and everything else, I figured it wouldn't be a bad idea to also go live and ask you guys, what do you guys think what do you guys think is something that important that I might be missing, or might need to have get together for sick week? I'm gonna start making a list. Obviously, we need to bring tools and equipment and all that, and I have enough tools here and spread around, and likely that we can probably bring what we need, no problem. And it's funny because I just got up because I'm gonna respond to this comment right here. Oh, my man said a magnet base fixture, dial indicator, and degree wheel. Well, I don't have degree wheel, but I did buy one. Did buy a magnetic base and dial indicator, but we don't have a degree wheel yet. I'm picking up where you're going with that. I got you. We're getting there. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Bel Air, Maryland. What's going on? What up, buddy, from Rock Hill, South Carolina, maybe Shady Side. That's what's up. Shady Side in the house. Oh, Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, David, I see you. So I'm trying to think. My buddy has graciously told me that we can borrow his trailer. He's got a little trailer specifically for, drag and drive stuff, and he personally is not doing sick week, so he said we could use that trailer, which is going to be very, very nice. But see, I would need a trailer hitch. We got to build a trailer hitch for the Regal, so we need to build a trailer hitch for the Regal, right? We also have a phone that won't stay because it's on the charging cable. We have a full suspension for the Regal. I got a coilover kit. We've got that. Probably needs an alignment and probably needs some maintenance in that front end. I'm sure if the alignment's off, it's not just going to be an alignment that fixes it up. Crap, I need to buy parts. Is it snowing? It's not snowing over here. What shocks are on it now? Right now it's factory, but we've got a full set of double adjustable shocks, coilovers. We got the whole kind of kit and caboodle. So we've got that. I have the parts. And now, I don't know if you guys can see physically in the background or if you guys caught on, the Ranger's not here. So we've got a little more room in this shop, which is heated, just doesn't have all the tools. It's always been my back and forth thing. Like at home, it's great because I've got all my tools there. I got everything set up. Here, it's heated, but we don't have water here and we don't have tools. So it's just, but at home, it's going to be super cold and you know what I mean? There's all that. So they have them on Amazon for your car. Just looked them up. What do they have? Trailer hitch? They might, yeah. Yeah, so we might try to bolt something on or maybe build something. It really shouldn't be that hard because the frame goes all the way to the bumper back there and you can just boom off the frame and, you know, go from there. You're going to put a fat shot of nitrous on the Regal? I don't know yet. And there's a couple reasons why. Now, I've been driving the Regal around, just absolutely working that thing, not being nice to it at all. So that way, you know, kind of figure it out. Like, if something's going to break, I'd like it to break right now. And so this way I've got time to fix it or construct a game plan around, you know, what we're going to do for sick week. But at some point, you really just don't know either. Like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So the problem I have is if we put nitrous on it and we put the slick on it, the factory rear, I don't know that it's going to be up to the task. Now, I've done it in the Dodger. The Dodger had a 7.5 rear, and we've gone 690 something to the eighth with that. But it was also the Dodgers is 700 pounds lighter than the Regal. So that is a bit of a difference. You know what I mean? That is a bit of a thing. So I was trying to call about a rear end and I haven't gotten a hold of anybody yet. I was going to see like, hey, what do you guys have in stock that if I order today can maybe ship out next week? You know, do you have anything quick performance? Like, you got anything? They've got bolt-in stuff. And at this point, a couple things. Number one, with my health the way it is and with the way that I've been feeling, I don't want to do a crap ton of work anyway. The easier it is on me, the better it'll be. And you know, they just make a nice product and all that kind of stuff. So I'll have to see what they have in stock and that's ready to order right now. And then we also have to have a talk about gear ratio because it doesn't matter. I mean, we have a non-overdrive trans. So non-overdrive, everything's going to be 1-to-1. And right now, I think that thing has like a I think it's like a 250 something rear gear in it. And I'd love to go to like a 373 because we could really pick up, I think, in ET and just overall performance of that thing if it had a 373. Yeah, 373, no higher. Yeah, we can't do 410s because we have to drive it. And I'm almost wondering if 373 is too much, if we should be looking at more like a 350 rear gear to kind of give us the best of both worlds where we, you know, can still drive it and do 70 down the highway because I think the Florida highways are 70 mile an hour speed limit. And but also make good ET. So, yeah. Shout out from Bookings, Oregon. Quit drinking sugar water. It's funny, I actually, personally, I have a meeting with, I've got an upcoming appointment with a dietitian. Hopefully, I don't know what we're going to gain out of that. Uh, we're going to talk about it. I've tried a whole mess of different things in terms of what I'm trying to eat and seeing how it affects, everything. Like I've tried fruit smoothies, like just straight up, fruit and water blended up. Uh, it's just there's just period of times that it doesn't matter what I put in my body, it's not happy. So at this point, I'm just kind of living like it is what it is. Because if I'm in a bad time, I'm in a bad time, and it's not gonna matter what I put into my body. But I am planning on meeting with a dietitian to discuss that and see if there's anything that they know about people who have similar conditions and anything that they have found that has helped. 342 and still dry at 340, 350. Yeah, 350 gear. I think you get a 9-inch in like 355, right? Something like that. Or you might be able to get 350, 342, all those. 342 kind of sucks. I would love to be at, I'd have to do the math on it, but I think 355 might be a sweet spot. So yeah. So we got to build a trailer hitch. We got to go get the trailer. We have to do a full suspension swap on it, alignment, front end. That's not counting any sort of power upgrades. Do we do nitrous? Do we not? Right now, I've gotten the best of 1330 the other day out of it on a hard tire and spinning and not happy. So I think that with a slick on a good surface, we could possibly be in the 12-second range, like a high 1290 something on motor. So that would be pretty dope. At that point, you spray 100, 150 on an LS, it will likely be in that 1150 mark, which is about all we can do without. Well, it is all we can do without a cage. But man, is that thing fun to drive, and we can roast tires and blast the radio and just really, really enjoy ourselves. I don't want to speak too soon, I might have a guest who's going to be joining me, is a friend of mine who's going to be joining us on the journey. So that'd be really cool. 389. Yeah, maybe 389. I would think 373 is about the farthest we could go, because right now with that gear in it at, I want to say at 65 when I pulled it up the other day, we were at just above 2,000 RPM, which is great. But if you put a 20-inch in slick, it'll raise the rear ratio. Oh man, I can't speak. If you put a 26-inch slick on it, it'll raise the gear ratio for the track with the 342. I'm with you. Chicken too. A lot of people always do chicken. I've also been trying like just straight beef with white rice, like with like some you know what I mean, like a little teriyaki sauce. You know what I mean? Lamb chops. I don't know. I'm not a big lamb guy, but I've tried beef. All that kind of stuff. Vic. No, not Vic. It's a friend of mine that you guys likely don't know, but is an entertaining motherfucker, and him and I personally have a lot of history to where where it would make for a really good time. 373s with a 28-inch tire turns 2,800, 3,000 at 60. I'd like to see the barely lever wiggle with twin turbos with a blow-through carb. Twin turbos, yes. Blow-through carb, probably not. The guys at FST would love it, but I don't. That's not me. I don't know. I just don't like messing with the carbs. I'm happy we got that one carb, and it, it is working tremendously better than the oversized, overfueled, and everything else. But I don't know that I would do blow through. So, good cooked lamb chop will make a feller drool. I mean, it might. It's just I've never been a lamb guy. I thought Vic wanted to ride along. Vic might jump in like for for some miles or something, but I don't think like he's not gonna do the week with me. Like I think he wants to do a bunch of stuff. Like he wants to jump into people's cars randomly and that kind of stuff, and focus on multiple people, not just me. If you eat chicken or dairy, bro, I wouldn't. Dairy's weird. I noticed that with surprisingly, other cheeses are bad. I think like what is that shit? Provolone? I don't eat provolone. We don't play that game. American, I can handle cheddar. I mean, it. Like I said, it boils down to I've tried to monitor diet, and I've tried to take a look at what's happening. But what I'm coming up with is when I'm having a bad time, I'm having a bad time. It just don't matter. Like it physically. You ever do carnivore? That's actually what we were talking about. Is I talked about carnivore with some health professionals, and that's part of what I want to bring up with a dietitian, because all diets are a fad. I mean, let's be honest with it. So, is it actually something that has some value to it? Because when you try to like look it up and Google search it and whatever, you find information. But is it just because it's popular right now, or is there some merit to what is actually being said, and does that work for me? So, but that's enough about diet. See you in Orlando. Oh, my pad, my man. Thank you. 373 gear. Everyone's saying 373. 355 is a great gear for the street. Yeah, I think that we would be in 355, 373, that kind of range. And then what can we do? I'm going to show my ass here. Do we go up in tire size to bring down RPM at 70 mile an hour? Yeah, right? I'm trying to do public math right now. We can't go too much larger than a 28. But if we had a 28, or if we did, yeah, because that's why like the guy was saying like a 342 and then put it on a 26, because if the 26 hooks, it'll work. So maybe we can get like a, I don't know. I've been kind of talking about doing just a radial because we don't need a slick. And then if we can drive on something and race on it and not have to swap wheels and tires back and forth, just makes for a much more enjoyable, the less shit you have to do. I'm going to sick week to enjoy myself. Sick week is going to be my vacation. So yes, we're going to go. Yes, we're going to race. If I feel like we can be, like if I'm letting go of the button and that thing's whatever it is running 1220, 1220, 1220, like obviously I'm going to try, you know what I mean? And, if we got 1220 Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday something screws up and we run a 1240, like I'm going to hang out and we're going to try to hit that 1220 again. But it's purely the main purpose of going is to enjoy myself, to go have fun, to just, have a good time. I've been doing a lot of work lately. You guys don't see it because it's like work shit. It's not like fun YouTube stuff. So this is sick week is like my vacation, and we're gonna work on vacation, and we're going to make videos, and we're gonna make content, and we've got a bunch of stuff like hot shots Hotshot Secret has sent us a couple cases for Sick Week. So we have Gasoline Extreme that we'll be handing out, no cost, just in support of Sick Week, and you know, from the folks at Hot Shots. So we'll be doing stuff like that. So we'll still be. I can't ever do anything without working. Like I always tie some work into it somehow. But I'm really, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it as just being a vacation-esque kind of thing, and just about the experience and about the good time and about cruising with the homies and everybody out there, you know, just enjoying themselves. Nah, I'm not doing a 200 R4. The thing's already got a 400. If I pull the 400 out, I'm gonna go buy that Legend 5-speed transmission and put it in. So we'll, you know what I mean. We'll see what's up there. What's up, Edward Nichols? Oh, so good ideas. Good ideas. I need to get my ass to work. How many days is it until we have to leave for Sick Week? Depends on how early we go. Or we flip the script, I hit the lottery, I buy an 850 car that's already ready to go, everything else. We go down there super early and I get my license, and then we run 850. So if anybody got them lottery tickets, you know what I'm saying? Gear Vendors is a dream. Gear Vendors is, my buddy has a gear vendor that he said, he's like, he's got a gear vendor for 400, and he's like, if you want, come up here and get it. I'm not going to use it right now, and you know, if I want to buy it and replace it or whatever, like, I don't know if they're readily available on the shelf. What's that Legend cost? That Legend would be the cheapest 5-speed swap ever done. Yeah, it would. I want to say they listed it for sale on their Facebook for like $2,200 for everything. And if it is the Legend 700, the LG 700 model, that's good for 700 foot-pounds of torque. Like that's why I was so interested in it. Because if you look at like any kind of other 5-speed, you're going to be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 plus into swapping it. You know what I mean? And they have one that came off of an LS that has the flywheel, that has the like everything to bolt onto an LS. I would need a clutch pedal, the hydraulic assembly, everything. They got it at like $2,200. I kind of want to go buy the thing and just stick it over here in the corner of the shop for one day. You know what I mean? Just for one day to do something with it, because that's a hell of a deal. Just wondering if you're gonna 8/8 swap the Regal. If so, I don't know. That's what I was looking at. Literally, here, I'll pull it up on my screen. I was just looking at the 8/8 swap kits online, and I was like, should, you know, I started adding it up, and then I started looking locally for like used 8/8s, Fox body 8/8s. There I don't know if the SN95 is the same width. I found an SN95 one that was decently built, but I don't know that it's the same width as the Fox body, and which one I need. I gotta look back at the online, the article and stuff to figure out which one it is. And then when I started adding it up, I was like, I'm pretty sure a Quick Performance 9-inch would be at the same price. And then we just have a 9-inch, and we don't have to have a forward lug pattern in the rear. Not that it matters, because those welds can go either way. Yeah, man, that's the way to go. It is. Yeah, I'm still thinking about going over and buying that trans from them and just sticking it in here, because I have previously had the thought, like, it'd be fun to have a 5-speed car, 6-speed car, something, and 4-speed, you know, whatever. But the cost of entry is just so high. Just put I think they're the same rear end up at 2004. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if they were same width, different. Just put dual stage nitrous on a 540 BBC, thinking about 411 rear gear, stinks for quarter mile, change gear, gear vendor. Gear vendor, I just checked their 2900 from gear vendors for the 400 one. Yeah, they're not cheap. Yeah. So like I said, I could possibly, like, you know, I can order one and replace my buddies and go up and pick that up and try to do that, or, you know, whatever. Thought the G body was a street car from out. She has one. She has an El Camino. We've got 2 G bodies. There's multiple G bodies in this household. So we were literally this close to getting hers through inspection in Delaware, and then I went in the hospital, and everything got fucking derailed after I went in the hospital. So, like, every project, like, everything just got screwed up after that. And partially because when, like, I do all the wrench turning, so you guys know that I got Brandon, and Brandon does incredible camera work, does you know, graphic stuff, photos, editing. There's a lot of stuff that he can knock out, but I'm the one doing all the wrench turning, and when I'm down, well, then he has nothing to film, and then also we can't get work done. Now, my uncle, you guys know my uncle, he was in the States for 3 months. I think 3 months was the limit of how long he could be in the United States. So he's down in Mexico right now, living life, enjoying the hell out of himself. He also can't come back for a little while. Like, he has to stay out of the country before he can come back. So, stupid whatever traveling rules, which is fine, because I know everybody's going to comment, just tell him to walk across the border of Mexico, it'll be fine. Yeah, but he also likes to travel a lot of different places and stuff, and we don't want him to get jammed up, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, I should stop talking to you guys and start getting to work on this, because shit, we've got a lot to do in a short amount of time to do it. Live in an igloo. My water pipes don't freeze if I don't keep the fire lit. Well, you guys, man, see, can't do that. Cold. It's cold enough here in Delaware. I hate it. I hate the cold. I despise it. If we move, it's going to be somewhere south and warmer for longer, whatever. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to get back to it. It was good catching in with y'all, checking in, having a good time, having a good conversation. But I got lists. I got work lists. I got me lists. You see my notepad on my computer. It's, woo! We got to get to it. So I'm going to jump off here, figure out something for dinner, figure out something to family. I will see you guys next time. Hey, for real, guys, I really, really, really appreciate you folks that watch the videos, that comment, that, you know, that share, that subscribe. You know, there's a lot of shit bags out there, and a lot of negativity and a lot of everything, but you guys that are down for a ride, I really appreciate you guys. So I just always try to remember to take a moment to say that and to let you guys know that. So make sure you guys know it's important. I'm jumping out of here. We're going to make some shit happen. I'll catch you next time.